Hey everyone, welcome. In our crazy, nonstop world, just finding a moment of calm can feel like, well, a total luxury, right? But what if it could fit right in your pocket? Today, we're going to dive into a super simple guide for finding your center, one quote and one meditation at a time.
So let's be real for a second. Ever feel totally overwhelmed by all that digital noise? I mean, the pings, the dings, the notifications, that endless scroll. It's like the world is just constantly screaming for your attention, right? It leaves you with almost zero room to just breathe. I'm pretty sure that's a feeling we can all connect with.
And that leads us right into our first big topic, this very real, very human need for inner peace. I mean, in a world that literally never seems to power down, how in the world do we find our own off switch?
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? This isn't some fancy luxury we're talking about. It's more like basic mental maintenance. Just carving out a few minutes for yourself can completely change your day. It can be the difference between a day where you're just reacting to everything, super stressed out, and a day where you feel proactive and centered. It's all about intentionally making a little space for quiet. Okay, so how do we actually find this quiet space without, adding another complicated thing to our to-do list? Well, that's where this whole idea of a pocket-sized positive start comes into play. It's a super simple way to kickstart your day on the right foot.
So what are we talking about here? It's a simple app, and its whole mission is right there in the name: meditation and inspirational sayings. The best part is, it's not trying to completely overhaul your life. The goal is super simple, really direct, and honestly pretty appealing, just to help you start your day with a positive mindset and find a little slice of that inner peace. And what's really clever about this, I think, is its two-pronged approach. It gets that our mental needs aren't always the same, right? Sometimes you just need a quick, sharp hit of motivation to get you going, and that's where the inspirational sayings come in. But other times, you really need to go deeper to properly unwind. And for that, you've got guided meditation. It's like having a little mental wellness toolkit.
All right, so let's break down that first part. Daily words, deeper mindset. I mean, can a few words each day really make that much of a difference? Let's find out. Okay, let's look at this quote. The best way to predict the future is to create it. Now, that's not just a nice little phrase, is it? It's a total call to action. And it's a perfect example of something psychologists call priming. Basically, by planting a proactive thought like this in your mind first thing in the morning, you're kind of setting the stage. You're priming your brain to look for ways to create your day, not just react to it. Or, how about this one from Theodore Roosevelt? Believe you can, and you're halfway there. See? It's another kind of priming, but this one's all about tackling that pesky self-doubt. It's just a simple little reminder of how powerful belief can be, a little nudge to boost your own confidence before you even walk out the door. And then there's this one which primes you to find some real purpose in what you do. It's a prompt to connect with your passion, not just tick things off your to-do list. See, the app puts together all these powerful little thoughts to give you that spark, that little something you might need to completely reframe your day. And the cool thing is, the app makes it super easy to actually build this into your life. You get daily notifications, so you don't even have to remember to go looking for it. And the fact that it works offline, that's huge. You can get to it on your commute, on a plane, pretty much anywhere. Plus, you can save your favorites, which lets you build your own personal toolkit of inspiration that you can go back to whenever you need it. All right, so that's the quick motivation side of things. But what happens when you need to go a little deeper? Well, that brings us to the other half of this whole thing, finding some guided calm in just a matter of minutes. Now, if you're someone who finds the whole idea of meditation kind of intimidating, you're gonna love this. The process is so simple. They've boiled it down to just 3 easy steps, so all that friction, all that "am I doing this right" stuff is just gone. You pick a topic, you decide how much time you've got, even if it's literally just 5 minutes, and then you hit play and just listen. That's it. And the content itself is super targeted. This isn't some generic one-size-fits-all relaxation track. No, the app gives you specific guided meditations that are tailored to exactly what you might be feeling. So whether you're dealing with stress or struggling with anxiety, or you just can't get to sleep, or maybe you just want to feel a bit more grateful, there's a session designed specifically for that.
Okay, and all of this brings us to our final section, making your Zen your own. Because let's face it, a tool is only really effective if it actually fits into your life, right?
So how do you do that? Well, this is where the personalization features come in. When you save your favorite quotes, you're basically building your own personal library of what really speaks to you. Sharing quotes lets you pass that good vibe on to others. And setting up those daily notifications, that's the real key. That's how you turn this from something you do once into a consistent, powerful habit. And look, this isn't just some niche idea we're talking about. It's something that is connected with millions of happy users. And that's some pretty powerful proof, don't you think? It shows that people are really out there, actively looking for simple, easy ways to find their own little pocket of calm in this crazy, chaotic world.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. In a world that demands hours and hours of our attention, what could you achieve by intentionally taking back just 5 minutes for yourself? Could that tiny, consistent investment in your own mindset, could that actually change the entire course of your day? It's a really powerful thought. Thanks so much for joining me.